everyone, welcome back to another informative video. In this video, we are in the greenhouse with Mr. Louis. He is the manager here. So he's going to tell us the types of mixed salads that we have growing here. So, Mr. Louis, welcome.
Yes, Mr. Mario.
Right.
And this is name is tatsoi.
This is tatsoi.
Tatsoi name.
Right.
And this is same. This is
Same.
tatsoi.
Two beds, right.
Yeah, 2 bed and tatsoi.
Right.
This is arugula.
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 Okay.
This is I have 3 bed. 1, 2, 3 bed. Arugula.
Arugula, right.
This name
Yes.
Mizuna.
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 Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bed Mizuna. Seeding different time.
Different time.
I have many seeding, but this 5 seeding different is this one.
Okay. This is a different time.
Different time. No, same time, different seeding.
Oh.
That one seeding before. Whereas that one seeding before, this is upstairs.
Okay.
This is 2 weeks. After that, that one seeding.
Okay. Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 bed seeding only one time.
And this is Mizuna.
Mizuna.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
When I grow over there, this is Mizuna, still Mizuna. This is red blood beetroot.
Oh, red
Blood beetroot.
blood beetroot.
Beetroot. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
beetroot. I seed in only one bed.
Only one bed.
Same day I seed in that Mizuna. I seed in beetroot with same day.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have, this is red Lola Rosa.
Red Lola.
Rosa.
Lola Rosa.
Yeah, red Lola Rosa.
Red Lola Rosa.
This is seeding same day is that.
Okay.
But this is seeding different.
Right.
After 2 weeks seeding that one, I seed in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This watercress.
Watercress.
Yeah. This is watercress.
Okay.
This is I have that for a long time, maybe 3 months.
Yes.
No, more than 3 months. But I have that long time.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is still some. This is Arugula.
Arugula still.
Yeah, that one seeding same day I seeding that.
Right.
I seeding this Arugula.
Right. And that over there is watercress
This is
still.
watercress.
Okay.
This is mint.
Yeah.
Over here, I get head lettuce.
Head lettuce.
Yeah. This is big experiment from Mr. Mario.
Right. That is the
Big
experiment.
experiment from Mr. Mario, but he went. But when I look under that, you see the roof?
Yes.
He worked. But Mr. Mario experiment.
Okay. The root what?
Root very wide. He worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, don't tell him about that yet. I'll tell him about that later. So that those down at the end down there. Those greenish ones.
Oh, this is tatsoi. This is tatsoi.
Tatsoi.
I have different.
Oh, like the
seeding.
ones down by the front.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
different seeding,
Okay.
but you can seeding everything only one time. Because
Right.
when that ready to go out, you have
Yes.
new one.
One come. Right. Okay. Alright then, Mr. Louis.
All right, Mr. Mario, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, alright then, people. So these are the mixed salads. These are what are combined to present. So Louis, when you're selling it, you sell them like separate, or you mix them
No,
like
I mix them when I
package
cut-
them?
If I cut that, I cut some Mizuna, some blood beetroot,
Right.
some Lola Rosa,
Yes.
some Arugula, some tatsoi. I mix together. Some people need some watercress, some people don't like.
Right.
But when I mix together,
Yes.
now when finish mix, I pack that,
Yes.
I sell up to customer.
Okay. Alright, people. So that is the breakdown of the mixed salads, the different types of mixed salads, and so on. But I did not know the names, so I had to ask the manager what the names are. So what I want to talk about in finishing off this video is that I want you to look here carefully at the color difference, right? So this is the Mizuna, right? I think that's the name. So you have the Mizuna coming from up there, coming right down, and you can see the color, it's kind of consistent coming down. Of course, those older ones that planted first basically look a little bit greener. Right, coming down, starting from there, coming down, you realize that, let us come down, you realize that stopping here where the Arugula starts, right? This is where the Arugula starts, these three beds, look at them carefully, right? You realize that, and this is what, this is what, the tatsoi, I think. This is the tatsoi, right? Yes. You realize that the three beds of arugula in between the tatsoi there and the Mizuna there, they are looking very yellow, right? So what we want to see is, and then now you have that bed down there with some arugula. Let me go across. Right, it's that one over there, that and that. Let me go across and show you quickly. Right, you find that this one here, this is arugula too, and this one here, they are looking yellow, right? So all of these plants, the mixed salads, are on the same tank, the same nutrient recipe. So why is it that these are obviously greener, but yet still having nutrient deficiency in the arugula? So the arugula is the only one suffering severe nutrient deficiency. Why? So based on the information I've gotten from the manager, he's saying that these mixed salad now, those are basically getting 800 ppm. The nutrient solution is 800 parts per million. So when you look at the arugula, as I said, it is the only one being severely affected. When you look on the arugula, right, and you realize that, okay, it is between say it's between the Mizuna and the tatsoi down there, right? I hope I'm pronouncing the name properly. Let me just give you a proper frame just for you to see what I'm talking about, right? Just for you to see what I'm talking about. Look at that, right? 1, 2, 3. Those three beds of arugula. So why is it that these in the others are looking greener than the arugula? Now what you are seeing on the arugula is obviously it's a deficiency, it's nutrient deficiency, right? But it is not nutrient deficiency causing from the plant not getting any nutrients at all. The plant is getting nutrients, but at that stage now that they need to get more, right? They need to get more. Obviously, you are growing these mixed salads for leaf, so you need the leaf to be as green as possible. So obviously different plants have different morphological features, right, in terms of how they grow and their structures and everything. So they basically respond to different environmental conditions differently. So the arugula right there needs more nutrients, right? So if you look, you will realize that some parts in the arugula bed, they are looking green, right? But majority of it, maybe 99% of the bed, is showing nutrient deficiency, right? So what needs to be done here is the ppm of the solution needs to be increased, right? So it needs to have more nitrogen and more magnesium, right, and more micronutrients, you know, specifically manganese, iron. You need those, right? Of course, you are going to have in the other elements, but the nitrogen, the magnesium, right? The iron, the manganese, the sulfur. Those are basically what needs to be increased. You use those elements to increase the ppm, right? Because as we know, magnesium is a part of the chlorophyll structure, so it is needed. So the ppm needs to be increased in order to change the deficiency, or prevent the plants from continuing being deficient. Now, of course, this is obviously a diagnosis I'm making, but you know me by now, I love to do experiments, right? So what I'm doing now is basically building an hypothesis, because you see the situation. Look down there, right? Those are I think the tatsoi, those two beds, green beds, and these are the Mizuna, right? Look at the difference with just the arugula, and it's not just here alone. There's the arugula. When you look down there, as far as you can see, the yellowish plants that you see down there, those are the arugula, right? Well, let me just go down here and show you, right? Here it is. This is the arugula. So anywhere you put the arugula in the house, right, it is showing the deficiency, right? So my hypothesis is the arugula is showing is showing severe chlorosis because of a lack of nutrients, right? Well, not even a lack of nutrients. I shouldn't say that, because when I say a lack of nutrients, it is saying it is kind of pushing the point as if it is not getting any. So let me just rephrase that hypothesis. The arugula is showing severe chlorosis because of insufficient nutrients. Insufficient nutrients. So the idea is to increase the ppm of the nutrients that they are feeding now. So we're just going to increase the ppm. We're not going to add anything to it or anything. We're just going to increase the ppm just to find out if it is the low ppm that is causing the plants not to get sufficient nutrients. So if it doesn't change from this chlorosis to having a more greener look like those down there, then we might have to revisit the hypothesis to find out other possible cause, right? But this bed is going to be used where we're basically going to, in the initial stages when it is seeded, we're going to use the ppm that they are using now, or from the beginning when they just plant the mixed salads. That is what we're going to use, and as soon as they reach certain height or certain level, I'm going to basically get lock off the return that goes to the main tank, mix some nutrient solution in a separate bucket, and I'm going to use a watering can and irrigate the bed with the increased ppm, like maybe about 1000 or 1200 ppm, to see how they change in terms of the greenness of the leaves and so on. So I choose to lock off the return to the tank because you don't want to consistently pushing higher ppm of nutrients to the main tank. It's going to disrupt these plants, and we don't want to disrupt these plants in terms of the ppm they are getting. No, we just want to run a separate experiment, right? So I can tell you that these plants are also suffering from chlorosis. They are inconsistent, and I'm thinking that at the stage that they are at now, and the thing is, by just looking at it now, you might not be able to see the deficiency, but when you go close up, when you go very close up and look at the leaves, you realize that you are seeing chlorosis, right? So yeah, so it is basically the early stages of the deficiency, and so I know that the ppm needs to be increased, but we're going to just run the experiment there, and I'll keep you updated. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to do, and I'll basically, as I said, I'll keep you posted And if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comments area, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.